Brian, stop the tape.
Okay, Mike. Oh, wait. Rewind that scene, please.
Rewind that scene.
Rewind that scene.
Rewind it.
Rewind that scene.
I'm Mike Rizzo,
I'm Brian Bonds.
and this is the Rewind That Scene podcast. Baby, where we go back in time and we dissect our favorite movies from 80s, 90s cult classics, and, 2000s, whatever movies we really love, right, Baby Bond?
Yeah. We learned something new by just talking to the actors and the crew.
Exactly. All new, fresh perspectives and maybe some stories that you might not have heard before, you know?
It's true. And for those of you who are already actively listening to every episode, we love you. And
Yes,
it's
thank
just
you
an
so
introduction we do. And welcome back.
Welcome back. This one we're very excited about. You might have seen it on Instagram and all over the X-Twitters. Hard Ticket
Yes.
to Hawaii, 1987. One of the best B movies you'll probably ever see in your entire lifetime.
It's true. It was rated by Paste Magazine as the best B movie of all time.
That's
and,
true.
There's drug lords, there's jewelry, there's bazookas, there's Playboy models.
Playboy bunnies.
You got the iconic Ron Moss.
Mm-hmm.
It's really, Andy Sedaris, like the director.
The director.
He really made this series of films of just really like action-packed B movies, and I think they're like getting a second wave of cult loving right now.
Oh my God, for sure. Yeah, well, we've seen it recently the last few weeks. That's kind of what reminded us. Like we saw it all over being shared. The scene where the guy's like on his hands, right, doing a handstand on the skateboard, going down the street, but he's like really like trying to like get him in the street in the car.
It's ridiculous.
So stupid. And also there's a blow up doll scene. That's one of our favorite moments. And another scene where Ron, the main actor, comes through a wall on the motorcycle. That's probably another big viral scene.
Also, great use of animatronic snakes.
Yeah, the venomous, poisonous snake.
Yeah, it
It says contaminated on the crate.
Yeah, and the helicopters. It's
You know what? Another thing too, rewatching this, dude, I noticed that I really think is amazing. They have like really good like slow zooms that come in all the time.
Yes,
to accent the moments, and they're really like purposely stupid.
Yeah. It's like building. It's like adding to the dialogue or tension, and it's like I feel like movies now they're just like cut.
Yeah.
And
also they have a lot of hard cutoffs where like they're talking or like you see the snake and it just cuts like it's like really sharp.
Yeah,
like things like that.
Love the use of slow motion in this movie too. I mean, it's crazy. They filmed this movie for a couple of weeks in Hawaii and had to play by their guidelines, country-wise.
Yeah. So we are very excited to bring on the famous Ronn Moss, who played Rowdy Abilene.
Straight from Italy, baby. Ron, thank you so much for making the time today, and it's a pleasure to meet you. Big fan of your work. I also love the fact that, not just with acting, you're involved with music, but, this film, Hard Ticket to Hawaii, has resonated with us as we were growing up, and still, I think throughout the years as people love sharing certain key moments of it. What was your initial idea and vision when, you first read the script and got the role? It's wild.
Yeah.
It is wild, and everything Andy and Arlene Sedaris did was always a pleasure to do. It was going to be fun no matter what. Hanging out in Molokai with a bunch of Playboy girls wasn't too shabby. But I found it funny. I found the script funny, and I asked Andy about it, and he always made up a lot of stuff as we went along, which was fine with me. Yeah. And hanging out with the different actors that they brought over there was great. There's a story, a few of the scenes that become viral.
Yeah.
The one with the snake where I blast through the door on the motorbike and all. The funny thing about that is that's one of the times I actually did my own stunt.
Yes.
And I shouldn't have done it.
That was one of our questions. That was actually one of our questions about the motorcycle.
It was one of those times where I should have let somebody else do it, but I was all jacked up and I only had about a 10-foot, maybe 15-foot run to get up enough speed to go up the ramp and through that door, and we did it for real. And of course, Andy and everybody else went, "Duck your head just before you hit the door. Duck your head." I forgot that. I forgot that directive. I just went for it. Just went for it because I was all jacked up, but I really did it. And when I knew we had 4 slow motion cameras going and all that stuff.
Wow.
So that was a stupid move, but fortunately it worked out. The other one was the other scene was that the frisbee scene with the razor blades and all that. That
So
went
good.
viral even more. But the story that I thought was cute is one that nobody really knows, and that is I'm in a fast food place on Vine Street in Hollywood. I'm in a fast food place with my the wife and child.
Mm-hmm.
I'm ordering food, and there's a guy standing next to me, long, stringy blonde hair, and he has the Stephen Wright look on his face, like this. And he's literally this close to my face, just looking at me, and I'm looking at the menu, and I can feel him just looking. I go, yes. He goes like this. You're Ronn Moss. No smile, no affect, nothing, right? I go, yeah. He goes, I'm the best friend of Quentin Tarantino. We watched a movie you did 37 times. And his face doesn't change. I went, 37 times. He goes, 37 times. Like he knew exactly. And it just made me laugh. I went, well, obviously Quentin knows who I am. He loves those kind of B movie, Pulp Fiction movies. So, but it made me laugh, just his presentation. He was such a character.
Wow.
37 times.
Wow.
So
It was
good.
great fun. And we keep in touch with Arlene Sedaris now.
Mm-hmm.
She takes the film to various festivals and things like that. But it was fun. And I think it was 3 weeks. 3 weeks in Molokai, and a lot of fun. The girls were great. Everybody was great. Everybody had a great time. Any other questions you got?
Well, I think one other thing that we're obsessed with is the action scenes. Like, how is it like preparing or using that bazooka that you're so good at?
We would very often make that stuff up as we were filming it.
Really?
And Andy was great at making the special effects. He would do it any way he possibly could. And believe it or not, it usually worked. It usually worked. And it would make me laugh to see how he would go. No problem. We'll just stuff this full of this, and and I'll light it myself, and he'd just make it up on the spot. And we were just like, wow, okay, well, it's actually pulling it off. It's actually working. But I was supposed to be a bad shot with the bazooka and all that. I'm actually a trained marksman. I love shooting, and I've trained myself really well. So I had to play the opposite of what that skill was.
Makes sense.
Because I was the guy that couldn't hit shit. That's why I had to have a bazooka, right? So we just had fun with it. Great
The blow up doll scene with the car is amazing too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't even remember. I think they put something in the doll and then blew it up. I don't think we actually, you had to do it that way because otherwise it was possible. You can't be shooting off bazooka rounds in Hawaii.
Yeah, and what was that experience? I know you said it was great, but like working with different castmates, kind of the day-to-day, the food, the nightlife. I know you guys were working there for some time, but it sounds like a cool location to make a film.
It definitely was cool. And like I said, having the beautiful girls always dressed in whatever they were not dressed in usually. Oh, there's one other one. The scene with me and Donna Spear, where she's completely naked, right? And we're doing the love scene and film. Well, in Italy, they came out with a magazine that the headline of the magazine was, and in this order, Sylvester Stallone, Ronn Moss, and Richard Gere do porn films.
Oh my God!
I didn't show anything. I didn't show anything,
God.
of course. But they took that still from the movie, and so they labeled me doing porn films between Richard Gere and Sylvester Stallone, which those two guys actually did do porn. That's how they started their career. It's just an actor trying to make a living.
Yeah.
But I thought it was funny.
Yeah, wow, that's so crazy to be lumped in there, right? When you're actually making a movie scene that is not even,
Yeah.
I love that. And how was it working with Donna?
Yeah.
I love the chemistry you guys had.
Donna was
Yeah.
great. I had great fun with her. I had great fun with Hope Carlton as well. They were very, very sweet girls. We, three of us flew over on the plane together, and the three of us bonded just in the flight going over to Hawaii. They were great. Never any bitching about this and that, the way some actors get like that. There didn't seem to be a minimum of that kind of stuff, which is always a good sign and pleasant, because I've since experienced the other, which is a freaking pain in the ass.
Yeah, the divas.
Yeah.
I know you
divas
touched on
on
the
this.
motorcycle scene, which was definitely one we were going to ask, but the other one that we were obsessed with is how you destroy Chang's bodyguard and Chang himself and throw him out the window.
Yeah. God,
That
it's been
scene
a
is
lo-
so good.
It's been a long time since I've seen that. I can't even remember that scene now, but I remember.
You just come in and you just pound the guy like 100 times in the face.
Yeah.
We
yeah.
rewatched the whole thing again last night together. It was beautiful,
wow,
man.
Wow. I have forgotten.
Can't get
that.
enough of you.
No, I think it's cute the way it's gone viral. And
Yeah.
Arlene, I'm very happy that Arlene's getting a kick out of it too, because
It's great.
it's Andy's legacy of all these movies, these series, and we've kept in touch with a few of the other actors over the years who were in them.
Nice.
Nice.
We recently lost Julie Strain. Julie Strain was a beautiful Amazonian-looking woman. She died a couple of years ago. We were one of the last people to see her. And we've seen Hope Carlton up at the Playboy Mansion. I remember going to a New Year's thing up there a couple of years ago. Nice. And I see Donna online, but we don't really talk. We just sort of like each other's stuff online.
Nice.
But it's fun. I'm very... I would definitely want to keep in touch with Arlene, because she's such a sweetheart. She's still funny, and we used to go up to Andy's house maybe once every couple weeks for a spaghetti dinner that
Nice.
he would make himself, and he'd invite a few of the people involved in the movie, usually me and Devin DeVasquez. He'd invite us and maybe two other people, and we'd have a spaghetti dinner with Andy. And
Hell yeah.
Arlene would go out with her girlfriends. That was her night to go out and do her stuff. But it was great. Andy was always just down to earth and always up. Like he didn't snort coke, but his personality was like he did. Always. He was just always hyper and always funny and always working, always doing something.
Love it.
Always talking about his weight. He's going to lose some weight, and he never did. But
Are there any projects that we could tell the viewers to look out for, or what you're working on now, or any projects?
my wife and I, Devin and I, and our producing partner Tiziano Cavalieri here in Italy, we produced a movie a year and a half ago called Surprise Trip, and we did basically a postcard of Puglia. Puglia is the stiletto heel of the boot. If you can visualize Italy,
Yeah.
the whole stiletto heel is Puglia. And we did a very cute romantic comedy that we wrote and produced, and I was in it. I'm the main guy. And I used all Pugliese actors. I wanted the Pugliese dialogue because it's a very funny dialogue to Italians. It's like the New York dialogue is to us when the guys seriously just got that New York drawl, not drawl, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
It's funny to the Italians to hear the Pugliese that way because they don't really understand it. But I had the real Pugliese actors, and we actually had to put Italian subtitles for them so the Italians would know what they were saying. So we're getting distribution for that. It's been out in Italy, but we're getting distribution for other countries now. And we're planning some other projects. We have a thriller that we were going to film this year. We have to put it off till next year.
Nice.
And also a Western. We're going to do a Western that I'll direct myself.
Nice.
And we have a lot of projects here that are other non-movie projects, like my music tour. I'm doing a whole music tour in Italy. That's why I'm here.
Nice.
The music's real important. So we'll be going all around Italy, Albania, London, Greece, Finland, Malta. We have a whole bunch of different countries this time that it's going to be fun. We're going to start that in. We'll start that in a couple of weeks.
I feel, outside of the U.S., a lot of different countries, hospitality-wise, take care of artists well, and really the crowd loves the music. So I love that you're out there making records still and touring. I think it's really important, and I think I'm sure your mind is so versatile when it comes to film too, because the sort of post-production side, the pre-production, the acting. I'm glad that you're staying active in both music and film.
I'm just staying creatively active in many different ways, and if you guys are into the music, you can hear it on Spotify. If you have that, you can just go to Surprise Trip Love, my name, Ron with 2 N's, Ronn Moss, Surprise Trip Love, and you'll see the new album. And I'm very proud of it. I recorded, all the vocals are mine, a lot of the instruments are mine, and I had some Italian friends help me with the rest. And we've released that, and it's the best music album I've ever done, including all the player stuff that I did years ago. This one now is the best music, and 10 of the 12 songs are completely my penned music.
Nice.
And
Beautiful.
Yeah, so check it out.
Oh, Ronn Moss in the house.
The best, man. I mean, I love just his vibe. His
my
aura.
God.
I mean, I felt like I could just go through to the Zoom and be right there with him.
I know. I want to go to the spaghetti dinner with him, dude. Do you think we should ask him?
I think we should go,
God, spaghetti din-din, dude.
I love it. And I really think it's amazing that Ron has continued to produce films and music. They're making art still.
You could tell he's all about the creativity, right? Keeping things going no matter what.
Yeah.
He's in Italy touring, dude. That is so inspiring.
It's really great, yeah, and check out his music if you haven't. It's on all the streaming services. His last record, Surprise Trip Love, is out, and dig into the rock. He's also on this record worked with, like he said, a lot of just native folks from Italy, and I think you guys would enjoy it, especially for those of you who like to rock out. But I mean, what a cool dude and a great memory, and sometimes we talk to all these different creative folks, like it's tough to go back in time. This movie was made a really long time ago.
I know.
And
I love how he didn't remember the Chang scene, dude. He beats the shit out of the bodyguard. It's like 100 rounds, 100 blows to the face, yo.
Yeah, he probably wiped that out of his brain.
Yo, and he does his own stunt, man, on the motorcycle. I'm so excited about that. What
Ron,
a badass.
I'm so glad your head is okay. And
God, I was so glad you survived that crash through the wall.
What's your favorite line of the of the movie Riz?
I think my favorite line is just when you thought it was safe to take a pee.
I like, hey, Colleen, you got a great ass.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good, too. You can't say
tomorrow,
that in current time, Brian. It's 2024.
It's true, but you do. Everybody listening does have a great ass, and I want you to tell the people you love when you wake up tomorrow. Say, tomorrow we kick ass and take names.
That's right.
Hard ticket to Hawaii style. I'm not getting canceled.
Well, whoever hasn't seen this movie, please do so. Ronn Moss, thank you so much for coming on the show. And a fun fact, according to IMDb, he's known for a perfectly symmetrical, structured face. Not everyone can say that. So check us out on social media. Give us a follow at Bobo Touch. We do these monthly, and we also do films and comedies. And I love Brian.
And I love you too, numbnuts. I love it when you talk dirty. That's another line from the movie. Have a great day, everybody.
Bye.
Wow.